So I want to talk to you guys about some of the principles behind getting higher kicks. So first thing I want you to realize is the muscles, they work in pairs. So say, let's take the arm for instance. I have my bicep, which pulls in. I have my tricep, which it also pulls and it extends. These two work opposing each other. So in order for my bicep to pull my arm in, my tricep has to relax. Now let's imagine real fast that my tricep is very tight and it doesn't want me, or it doesn't want my bicep to be able to close my arm any more than this. Because it's flexed, it's tight, it stops. It's preventing me from bringing my arm all the way in. So all the muscles in the body, all they do is they pull. We don't have any muscles that push. They work by pulling in order to be able to push out. Let's take that with the legs now. So we've got our muscles here on the outside. So these are going to be our abductors. They lift up. And we have our adductors on the inside, which help us close our legs. In order for us to get a high kick, we have to have two things. We have to have our abductors, or the things that's raising our legs up. They have to be strong enough to actually raise the leg up. If they don't have that muscle, then I can't get my leg up higher than here. You know, the muscle has to be strong enough to raise the leg up. So there's a few things you can do in order to improve that, you know, such things as just practicing leg raises, or as you kick each time you kick, you're strengthening those muscles a little bit. You could use something like this, so just an ankle weight, something you can put on your leg in order to help get it stronger. If you use resistance, that's going to help grow the muscles, and with bigger muscles, they're obviously going to be stronger and be able to lift easier. The other thing is our inside muscles, so our adductors, they are opposing. If they're not flexible, they're going to oppose my abductors lifting my leg. They're tight, it's pulling me in, it's stopping my leg from going up. Even if the muscles are strong here, if I have something here that's just not going to stretch, it's just not going to let me do it, you know, maybe it'll pull the muscle before it allows me to get my leg up. So we have to make sure that those muscles get nice, relaxed, and they get stretched out enough so that I'm able to lift my leg up high. So it has the strength portion to raising it, and then it has the flexibility portion that allows it to be raised. Now I want to talk about flexibility a little bit. So there's two things that I like to call natural flexibility and forced flexibility. So I'm going to demonstrate this real fast. So this, me doing the splits, this is forced flexibility. And you might wonder, it's because the force of gravity is pulling me down. I'm forcing it, I'm using my body weight to force the splits. Now I'm going to show you natural flexibility, and you're going to notice I can't do full splits using only natural flexibility. So if I was to, say, lay down here, you can use a wall, you can use whatever, and I just relax my legs, notice my feet don't touch the ground. They don't go all the way down because my muscles are still tightened. So this is my natural flexibility for here. I can't go all the way down. But when I force it, and I'm here, I can force the splits. So what that is I can kick high because my force flexibility, I use my muscles to raise it up. So I can kick and end up doing the full splits, but I'm not able to hold it. You might see some people, they are able to kick straight up in the air and they're able to hold it. I guarantee if you see them on the wall doing what I just did, their feet are going to be able to touch the ground. They're going to have that natural flexibility. Natural flexibility, it is a lot more difficult to acquire. In order to say something like that, what I could do is I could get those ankle weights that I was using and I could lay down and have that help push me, or I can practice bouncing it. It just takes a lot more practice in order for it to be natural instead of being forced. So again, the takeaway from this is, remember, the muscles need to be strong enough to raise the leg on the outside. The muscles on the inside that are pulling, our antagonist muscles, they need to be able to stretch or be flexed out enough so that my leg can kick all the way up. And remember, they work in those opposing pairs just like I talked about. So hopefully you can take what you've just learned and be able to apply it to your stretching routine or your strengthening routine in order to be able to get your kicks up a little bit higher.